All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride.
And a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today from Theme Park Tempo, right behind me is another Six Flags Skyline. It's just a Six Flags summer here. I am back at my home theme park, my home theme park, I should say, in Six Flags Great Adventure here in Jackson, New Jersey. Wonderful time getting back here as Nitro goes off in the background. Not going to be here all day, just here for about 6 to 7 hours or so. Definitely going to get a re-ride on El Toro since the retrack, which is going to be fun. Kingda, I haven't seen it gone off yet, but I heard it's back in operational, so we'll see. So have a good day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Come on, guys, let's go have some fun. Alrighty, folks, there is some rain in the forecast. It says only about an hour that it's going to last, so hopefully it's not too long. But they have a very nice new entrance facade since the last time I've been here. Very nice. Love it. Here we go, guys. New entrance screening for security, and you're right into the park. Man, the red carpet out for us pass members. Very nice. And there's nothing like coming down Main Street here at Six Flags Great Adventure, seeing the wonderful fountain package, the S&S free spin and the Joker in the background. We'll not be doing that today. I do have some priority coasters I'm getting on today, as this is my home park and I do have every single coaster credit. But yeah, definitely gonna get the Jersey Devil, Nitro, El Toro, all that good jazz. Hopefully the rain lets off. There's no lightning, so they're still running the roller coasters for now, which is good. So we're gonna head on over to El Toro first. That is my main priority. Let's see how that's riding today. Woo! I've always loved this statue growing up. It's due for a coat. They did a coat over maybe about 10 years ago. So it's due for another one soon. All right, the Six Flags Great Adventure, wonderful. This is definitely a carousel though, because you have moving roosters as well as horses, but there's moving roosters. So this is gonna be a carousel. Oh, it looks lovely though, by the way. The Yum Yum Cafe, formerly the Character Cafe off to the right. Coming through the game center, making a beeline to that Intamin prefab. Wonderful winter roller coaster known as El Toro. Can't wait to get it back on this. It's been quite the time. She's derailed, unfortunately. Nobody was seriously hurt, thankfully. So they were able to bring it back to life. Nice little retrack they gave her. Let's see how she's riding. Seems they've actually transformed this, what used to be like a photo area here, to a bar, which it actually goes nice because it's the Wicked Saloon. And you don't really change much theming. You just had a little bit on the inside. I'll stop off there later and get a brewskis. I can hear El Toro running in the background. Oh, I can't wait. Here today, Mr. Kyle.
Hello, hello.
He makes his rare appearance every now and then.
Every year.
So yeah, El Toro, guys. Seems to be a decent, not too heavy on the crowds. If we need a one-shot, a flash pass or two, but I'm not gonna buy a whole flash pass today, though. It doesn't look like we're gonna need it. Very nice. There looks to be empty seats in El Toro, which is a great sign. Oh yeah, we're walking right on. Very nice. Ole, 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 Toro, Toro. It has been 3 years since I've conquered the bull. I can't wait, guys. Here we go, the Intamin prefab. Recently got a retrack. Let's see how she's rocking and rolling. And wow, well, I had not one, not two, but three back-to-back back row rides there in El Toro. And she is running as great as ever. A little bumpy towards the turnaround section, but she's almost 20 years old now. But great with the retrack. Still packs a punch and a drop. Still my top 10. Wonderful time on El Toro, aka the Bull, here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Yeah, magnificent. And over the distance in the lake here is the Arrow Mine Train, known as Runaway Mine Train. As it comes about. Not sure we're gonna give that a whirl today or not. As you can see, El Toro in the background distance. That was, yeah, my number one draw for today is to get back on El Toro, the Raging Bull. Magnificent. Always love this area of the park. It is very beautiful. Now we're going to get on now at B&M Floorless Coaster. Originally opened up here in 1999, known as Medusa. Then it got changed over around 2007-ish, I want to say, to Bizarro. And then recently it repackaged it back to Medusa with some new and additional theming. So let's go check that out. Well, unfortunately, it's temporarily closed. So we're not going to be getting on it right now. Not sure if it's It's gonna be closed all day, the guy just said, which stinks. But yeah, we could at least show you the new facade. Won't be getting on Medusa today, but like the facade looks nice. I unfortunately can't show you the queue and all, but that is what it is. The runaway roller coaster mine train comes by. So Six Flags Great Adventure used to be the world's largest theme park, with the addition when they had the safari here. Now that safari's not included in the theme park anymore, I'm not sure if it can still claim that title. You can still do the VIP tour from here, so maybe when you get like but they don't have the actual narrator like they used to, which I really enjoyed. It was a nice break from the park. It was a good hour long. Now you drive through with your car again, like you did back in the day. Some people prefer that. I actually really enjoyed this as a different alternative option here. It is what it is. Change comes in good and bad. So the log flume is undergoing a makeover for the 50th anniversary, which is next year. So it's closed all season. They're doing a full revamp of the log flume here, which is nice. At least they're doing a revamp and taking care of it. It's just closed right now, unfortunately. It opened up here. Six Flags Adventure in 1963. That was the first log flume. Oh, okay. This opened up here in 1974. But fun bit of information, the world's first log flume was Six Flags over Texas, 1963. They're gonna go in there soon and utilizing my Six Flags pass and doing a quick trip like I did to Over America recently. But yeah, we'll wait until 2024 to ride the log flume again. Here today, my little nephew, he's a natural. As he leads, the stagecoach is here. The Bugs Bunny area. Don, hi buddy! Yay! Hi! What's up, buddy?
Welcome back,
Hey! How we doing, buddy? Have a good time? Right now at Six Flags Great Adventure, it is the Flavors of the World Festival. So all around different parts of the park, they have, like in the other, both over Georgia is having a two, and as well as Great America. But here I like the promenade for it. I like the little under archway you pass by all the different flags, and the original Six Flags bus from the Venga Boys commercials back in the day is out to take photos with. Very nice, I love it. And Six Flags Great Adventure has a year-round, well, it says holiday memories. It's a Christmas store. It's just a bunch of Christmas stuff inside. They're very nice. Very cool. As it's raining out, but no thunders in the area, so they're not shutting rides. Sorry, no lightning's in the area, so they're not shutting down rides yet, which is good. Passing by the good old Studio 28 arcade, still rocking and rolling, making our way. Oh, what's that in the background? It's Batman the Ride! Haven't been on one of those at all this year. Maybe get a whirl later. Good old Batman the Ride. Making our way to another B&M though. The good old B&M hypercoaster known as Nitro here. Should be there shortly. Just around the bend here. Alrighty, this is a cool moment. Dalton's your first roller coaster ever, buddy. The Little Jersey Devil Coaster. Yeah. First ever roller coaster. We're getting on. Let's go, buddy. Now, before this was a Little Jersey Devil Coaster, it was actually in the other part of the Kittyland back there. When it was Looney Tunes Seaport, they rethemed it to the Little Jersey Devil Coaster since they built the actual Jersey Devil Coaster here. So I do have this credit before. It's been quite a few years since I've gotten this credit, but here we go again. I believe it's a 2-lap special. Dalton, you ready, buddy? Dalton, tell me you're ready. Yeah! Dalton, how was your ride, buddy? Yeah? Yeah. And there she is in the background, the B&M Hyper Nitro. That's gonna be next to the Trout and Block. Dalton's first ever roller coaster though, buddy. How was that? Dalton, is it good? Speechless. Opened up here in 2002, this Hyper. Sorry, 2001, I'm sorry. Or 2002, I forget.
I think you're right.
Oh, two, right? Yeah.
Sure
One. You don't get many great off-coaster shots of this, minus the first drop here a little bit. It's mostly in the Pine Barrens. As it goes down.
Give us a hug!
That's all you really get, yeah. Wonderful facade though, as always. This ride has some years on it for sure, but I'm sure she still rides wonderfully. Last time I was on her, she rode smooth as ever. And there's no queue on Nitro. Very empty day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Although getting in, there was a line almost to the front of the road where you turn in to get to the park for a Hurricane Harbor, which here's a separate admission to the park. Yeah, pretty much a walk up for Nitro. Very nice. As it increases the lift, but once again, they're getting trains out. Not even that crowded, and most of the rides are on 2-3 train operations. From what I've seen so far, at least. Yeah. So since I've last been to Nitro, they've actually painted all the cars, all the trains. Very nice. They're not the yellow and blue anymore. They're just all blue. I like it though. Very nice. Whew. On a 3-train operation here. Great to see. Lovely. Alrighty guys, we had 2 back-to-back row rides there. The B&M Hyper known as Nitro. Great layout, wonderful first drop. It's not my favorite Hyper, but it's definitely up there. And it was my first ever Hyper though, getting on back in the day. So yeah, definitely homage to the wonderful time here on Nitro. And they're running 3 trains. They are getting trains on and off there. Operations are just like the other Six Flags I've been to this year, both over Georgia and Great America. Six Flags Great Adventures operations are just the same. So they really are trying as a whole for the whole company to make operations better, which I appreciate and love. So yeah, great time here at Nitro, guys. Welcome to the Pine Barrens, home of the Jersey Devil, and also home to the RMC single rail. Just cruising off in the distance here, the Jersey Devil coaster. Now this is an RMC single rail. You love that RMC lift hill sound. But yeah, so you don't sit next to anybody, so it's back to back to back. It's continuously boarding station, which is nice. And this is their newest coaster, opened up here just about 2 years ago now. I got a ride on then. It was cold as heck when I got a ride on, so maybe it operates differently during the summer. Let's see how she rides on the Jersey Devil coaster. Alrighty folks, just had 2 rides there on the Jersey Devil coaster, 1 front row and 1 towards the back. And honestly, from when I rode it about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, it's running so much, from what I remember at least, it's so much more in your face now. Maybe because I rode it in December and it's hot out and it's actually warmed up today. But boy, does it smooth, does it pack a punch. The inversions are great, the stall is wonderful, but the airtime is magnificent. And they don't, when I first went on it, they jammed down in your restraints, so that wasn't the case today. Maybe that had to do with me liking the ride a little bit better today than when I originally rode it, because I definitely do rank it higher now than I did originally. But yeah, great time in the RMC single rail here in the Jersey Devil. Alrighty folks, in the Movie Town area of the park now. Made our way over to the Gotham City Park. You can see Batman the ride. Since I've been here, it's got a repaint. It looks like Macaroni and Cheese the ride. I've had enough of Batman the ride in the last few parks. Gonna give it a skip today and hit up the Dark Knight coaster, which I just did over at Six Flags Great America. Literally just this week last week at this time I was at Great America, which is great. We're at Great Adventure today though, into the Dark Knight. Looks like here's the same deal as Great America. You're gonna skip right over to pre-show like we did there. Looks to be no queue though, which is magnificent. Yeah, it is empty. Definitely a lot more crowded at Great American than it is here. And that was never the case back when I was a kid. It was always crowded in the summer. That or we just picked a good Tuesday to come. And we just at the end of the pre-show here. I'm gonna watch the full pre-show. I have it in my Great America blog. It's a little tighter themed here than it is in the Great America, but it's more spread out there as well. I like the fake bullet holes here. Oh yeah, walking right on, very nice. Now, when I rode this clone over at Six Flags Great America, you got on the left side and you also exited to the left. Here you get on the left side and you exit to the right, which I think is better for getting people on and off the coaster personally. Yeah, here we go, the Dark Knight coaster. And yeah, there we go. A Dark Knight wasn't all the theming inside. Honestly, some of it's operational, but nothing like it used to be. The clone I rode over at Great America was much better theming inside. The sound effects were working. That was a very mediocre experience. Six Flags Great Adventure. I hope you get it together and fix some mild things that are wrong with that attraction and make it such more of an enjoyable experience. Yeah, sorry. Lovely shot of the backside of the big wheel here. This is my home park. Like I said, I grew up coming here as a kid. This park really got me into the thrill level of coasters. Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm only here for a day, unfortunately, but it was always nice to get back and visit every now and then. 3 Six Flags in a month, maybe 4. Won't be next week, but maybe the week after. But yeah, love it here. Lasso of Truth, the world's tallest, actually, spinning pendulum. As we make our way across the Metro Narrows Bridge, over into the back part of Gotham. Alright, guys, it is a clone dark ride, but an awesome dark ride nonetheless, especially since I took the 3D'ing out. Hall addresses, Battle League, Battle for Metropolis here, the Sally Corporation's dark ride. Cool amount of money, Six Flags parks, but it is rock and roll, and I love it here. There's a strict no cell phone policy at all, so I really can't film on anything unless it's like the railway and like maybe the Sky Road, and but there's no railway here. So it used to be back in my heyday, but yeah, on-ride footage is very limited here, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry about that today, but it's a wonderful time here at Six Flags Great Adventure nonetheless. This one's got the statues. I don't know why Great America didn't. Maybe there's just out getting polished.
Specially designed for the Justice League Reserve Team for missions just like this one. It's so we can stay in contact during your mission. There's also a digital dashboard.
There is absolutely no queue today, which is lovely.
And that determines where you get placed in the city. We'll need our best fighters in the most dangerous battles. Speaking of blasting bad guys,
Hey, long time no see.
about the high-tech
Been about a week.
you'll find on board.
Alright, we can't take you on. We'll see you on the ride. So actually going to go back around for a second where I got the top 1% score of all time at 130,000. Very nice. Mom actually got second place in the ride. Mom, say hi to Team Hard there we go. Some enthusiasm. Yeah, gonna go back on. So stopped off to grab a brew real quick. And Six Flags Over Georgia and Six Flags Great America both together make you buy a souvenir cup for every beer you get. Here, luckily, that's not the case, and if you just get a beer and you're going to spend 20 bucks on a souvenir cup every beer you purchase, I spent $13, which is still crazy for a theme. For a theme park, it's about average, but it's better than getting a souvenir cup every time and just wasting the plastic. And here's a beer. Very nice. Alrighty, guys, she is operational. The Intamin launch coaster here, the second fastest in the world and the world's tallest roller coaster. And Kingda has been quite the time since I've conquered that wonderful top hat there. This wonderful coaster, 456 feet, 128 miles an hour. I can't wait to once again conquer Kingda. As we enter the boardwalk section of the park, you have the B&M Playground in the background, Superman's Ultimate Flight, another copy and clone pace among many Six Flags parks. And then you have Green Lantern, which is actually used to be over in Kentucky Kingdom, and it moved here a few years back. I forget what it was called in Kentucky Kingdom, and they moved it here. So this tortoise has been here obviously since this area of the park opened back in 2004, and still kicking. Things like 130, 140 now. These things live a long time. Slowly. Oh, there's two back there. A little bigger one out to the right. Very cool. Alrighty, folks. Unfortunately, our phones have to go in a locker to conquer this Intamin beauty. Kingda. It's been quite the amount of time since I've been on this wonderful launch coaster. I can't wait. As she creases the top hat. What a fantastic ride we just had on the Intamin launch coaster. Second fastest, first tallest in the world on Kingda. What a beautiful ride. And I gotta say, out of all the years I've ridden Kingda, The dispatches there have been the greatest I've ever seen in operations for Kingda since its opening. It's still operating one side, but they were getting trains on and off. The second the train was dispatching, and if you've been on Kingda before, you know it's a very quick ride. Before the train even made the station, the other train was dispatching. So they were getting trains on and off there, and I absolutely appreciate the heck out of that. Great ride, great to get back on Kingda. Alrighty, folks. As El Toro makes our way around us. Still have some empty seats, so it still looks like a walk-on. Very nice. We are headed to another Intamin. In the back of the park here, we're going to take a little bit of a stroll down here. It is one of the longest queue lines I've ever been on ever. In the Zumanjaro's Drop of Doom, world's tallest drop tower here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Going to conquer it again. Here's a boneyard of all the safari vehicles that they've now nixed. They still have the VIP Safari Tour, which is $15 a person, which gives you the same experience that used to be free in the parks. But most of them, they don't have the actual capacity to use all these vehicles now. So they just sit here and they rest, and it is what it is. But up next, guys, Zumanjaro's Drop of Doom here, which up until recently, Zumanjaro and Kingda had to operate separately. Like Zumanjaro couldn't go when Kingda was going, and vice versa. It was a New Jersey thing. But now they've let it happen. So there's more dispatches for both rides, which makes less queues and everybody else more happy. Here, guys, Zumanjaro Drop of Doom. Alrighty, guys. Zumanjaro Drop of Doom is only operating 1 and 2 sides. The second row is dispatching with them, but it's not letting guests on. I'm not too sure why. It can't be too much of a mechanical problem if it's actually dispatching. It might be like a actual lap bar issue. It could be an air gate issue. Who knows? But yeah, they're only operating 2 out of the 3, but still better than nothing. And what a great time conquering the world's tallest drop tower here in Zumanjaro's Drop of Doom. Other enthusiasts on their vlogs I've watched, although very respected in my book, say that is a forceless drop ride. In my opinion, that is a very, very forceful drop ride. 400 plus feet, all the way straight down. It doesn't get any better than Zumanjaro in my book. Woo! And really cool, unfortunately, like I said, I can't take you on ride here at Six Flags Parks, but Zumanjaro, when we were all the way almost at the top, Kingda launched. And as it was launching, it went right past us, and literally about 0.5 seconds later, we dropped down, and that was wonderful. Heck yeah. All right, guys, into the wild walkaway area of the park. They have some animals here, nothing crazy. Nothing in here. We'll see what they have. 2, they have macaws over here, but they're in recovery, apparently, macaw recovery. And then, well, the walkway is closed, it looks like. They got cheetahs over yonder. I don't see any. Mom said she saw one when she took my nephew here, but I don't see any right now. Yeah? Any cheetahs back here? I don't see any. Well, it's good to know they have them at least. Yeah, not a single animal back this way. That stinks. Have a Six Flags day. One thing I wish they would fix is, yeah, stuff like this, which really make a theme park experience full. Sea lions here, but I don't see any. Maybe it's later in the day and they bring them back. I don't know. If that's the case, they should have this area closed, in my opinion. Is what it is, though. Yeah, nobody's out. As the sun sets at Six Flags Great Adventure, a very, very empty park. I hope with the new improvements they are making in the operations that attendance does go back up to where it used to be. Because when I was a kid, on a random Tuesday in July, this place would be packed. Unfortunately, that's not the case today. I mean, fortunately for me, but I say unfortunately because the more packed your parks are, the more we're gonna get better stuff coming from your park. So hopefully that's a great indicator of things coming in the future. The new CEO doing great things as far as operations are concerned. A wonderful view of the big wheel in the background. Yeah, I definitely had a Six Flags day. All in all together, operations are great. The only thing my grievance really is with the park is the whole cell phone policy. But I mean, you get the good with the bad and the bad with the good. So we're inside the Emporium. right as you're about to exit the park, and they have this wonderful facade of El Toro. Very nice. Black and white, but it's still very nice to look at. Very cool. And alrighty, folks, that's going to be a wrap today here, guys, from Six Flags Great Adventure. It was great getting back to my home park and conquering some wonderful coasters I haven't had in quite some time, especially in El Toro. Great that she's operational and she's running very smooth, and she still packs a punch to this day. Got a reride on Kingda Con some very many years. Got back on Nitro. Good old jazz here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Got my nephew on his first ever roller coaster, so that's such a plus credit for me today. Although I have no +1 credits today, it was great getting back to this wonderful, my favorite Six Flags park out of all of them. Next to Six Flags Six Flags Great America, which is right next to Chicago. But yeah, it was a great time, guys. As always, if you like this video, do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. Until then, we'll catch you guys next time.
You at the Midway.